Hi, everybody. We'll just wait a few minutes to get some people on board. Just wanted to say good morning. And you know what? I forgot my tea. Oh, well, I'll get some after. I like having tea in the morning. So, um, did y'all have fun last night? Did you get some crafting done? I really didn't go to bed early last night. I was doing some work. Let's see if I can show you. Where is it? Hmm. Oh, let me be back in just a second. So I had a request yesterday for doing something with the re-inkers today. So I just want to show you something we're going to be doing later today. So I was doing a bunch of other stuff today or yesterday, so I got that done. So today, this morning, what I want to do, let's move this over so you can see me, so I'm just not a talking voice. So, morning. So this morning, let's look at, I want to show you something new that Stampin' Up! Has come up with. Well, they didn't come up with it. It's been, we had them before, but they weren't quite what we wanted. Oh, just a quick reminder too, also, remember to use this hostess code when you put in your orders today. And again, I really want to remind you today that my special today is if you order over $50 today, I'm going to send you a Stampin' Blend color lifter. It's a fun product to do with your stamping blends. Also to remind you that the Stampin' Up's extravaganza, where they have everything on sale, well, not everything, but they have select things on sale for 50, 40, 30, and 20 and 10% off, ends on Sunday, and Monday there's free shipping. So it all depends. If you're saving more than what your shipping is, you should get it today. If you're saving less than what your shipping is, wait until Monday to get it. I would say that if you're doing shipping, if you're buying things that are not on sale, then buy those on Monday. And if you're buying things on sale, I'd buy them today. Okay? It's just that you'll get some things that are, you may save $8 on today. And if that's the only thing, shipping would be $6.95. So you're saving more money than your shipping costs. That's just saying it. So I just want you to realize that it's a give and take. So you can save money on the sale items, or you can save money on shipping, or do both. Just buy the sale items today, and then on Monday, buy whatever else you need, and you got free shipping. That's what I'm doing. Actually, I already bought my stuff on sale, and then on Monday, I'm going to be buying some more things. So just wanted to let you know. So today we're going to be talking about the stamping blends. And there are 12 colors of, there are 12 colors of stamping blends, or 12 colors of stamping blends. They come in duos, light and dark, or you can buy them separately. I love that you can buy them separately, because sometimes you use one color more than another. Like I'll be using more lights, and probably my lights will run out before my darks, and then I can get them separately. They also have an ivory, bronze, and of course the color lifter, which again, I want to remind you, if you buy over $50 today, I'll send you a free color lifter. I see there's a couple people who've joined me. If you want to just comment down below and tell me who you are, I would really appreciate that. Also, they have what they're selling now is they're selling a bundle that you can get the Color Me Happy stamp set and the Color Me Happy, card kit, project kit. Now you can get them separate, but you can bundle them and save 10%. So I just wanted to tell you that. And I'm going to be using that today, this morning for that. I just want to say that I think the color blenders, I used the old ones that Stamp It Up had, and they had a problem with the holes in the tops. I don't know if you can see this. They used to have holes all the way around, and it made it lighter for shipping and stuff like that. But they closed all that tops up, and you still have to, some of the things for the color lifters, they're alcohol markers. So they dry out really fast if you leave them exposed to the air. So when you use them, I always keep my cap in my hand so I can just put it back on. But always make sure to connect it, and you hear, let's see if you can hear this. Hear the click? Make sure you hear that click to cover them up. I have a Stamping Blends club that you can join for $38 for 4 months. Every month it's $38. Stamping Blends, part of the Stamping Blends, plus a little extra something. The first month you join, you get 2 carrying cases for them, 2 storage cases because they don't come in storage cases. The second month you get a Memento ink pad. The third month you get some Whisper White regular cardstock. And the fourth month you get some Whisper White heavy, thick cardstock. So just let me know if you want to join that. I send them out about I send your pay or your request for payment the first of the month. So I just wanted you to join that. It's an easy way there. If you want to get them all, if you want to get them all, they're $4.50 a piece. And if you want to get all 12 sets plus the ivory, bronze, and color lifter, it's $121.50. Sometimes that's a lot for folks, but you could afford the $38 a month. They'll come to me and I'll ship them to you for free with all the goodies too. So just let me know if you want to join the Stamping Blends. I'm going to turn it back over to my work surface, and I'm going to show you some tips and techniques of working with the Stamping Blends. And then I'm going to make a card using the Color Me Happy project kit. Okay. So, hi. So let me get situated here. One of the great things about Stamping Up, they always make products that go together. Well, this is the Just Add Color. I've cut them down to 6x6 for my designer series paper swap. So that's another, or not swap, but a club or a share. They're called shares. You can get all of the paper in the annual catalog or the holiday catalog, and then I'm going to do another one for the occasions catalog. You get a quarter of every piece of paper. I cut them down to 6x6. But this color, Just Add Color paper is just great for practicing or using with your Stamping Blends. I tell you this, you can't get anything better than this. It's thick cardstock, only has one side. You will notice when you use the Stamping Blends that they bleed because they're alcohol inks. They don't stay so well, so they will bleed over. Now here's just some. I'm using I've used the, to practice, I've used this just add color. Now look at, see the different shadings on that? Isn't that great? I love this one. I'm going to do some right here for you. Now, I keep mine in a box, one of the My Paper Pumpkin boxes. So let's look at, let's do, I think this is light cherry cobbler and dark cherry cobbler. Do I have the these should be light calypso. And then let's do the Bermuda base, okay? And we'll just try those three. And then I also want to try the color lifter, show you how to do the color lifter. So when you order your $50 today, you'll know how to do the color lifter. And I'd suggest ordering some of the blends today if you're not going to go into mine. So what I do, they have two sides. They have the smaller side and they have a bigger side, a more of the paintbrush side, each one. They should be stored flat like this, not on the side, because then one side will go bad and the other one won't. I have noticed that, especially for these type areas, the big areas, you may not need it so much, but I like using the smaller brush. You always use the brush on the sides. You don't want to use the tip. A couple of mine, I started using the tip and they will break down really fast. So you really don't want to use the tip. You want to use the side, and I'll show you here in a second. Now, there are two camps. One camp is you start with the dark and then you blend with the light. I'll show you that in just a second. The second camp, I guess that's the camp I'm in. I like to start with the light, flick on some of the dark, and then blend it again with the light. What you also want to do is you want to just do small areas. Now you could do probably this area fine, but you may not want to do this whole area right in here all at once because they dry out and you need to have them really wet. It's still a little wet. You won't be able to pick it up with your fingers, but it'll still be wet for a while. That's why it goes into the back. It does that. So I am going to start first doing the dark and then doing the light over it. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to go on the side and I just do little circles. Since I'm doing the dark, I'm just going to go like that. The dark is where you want the shade, and then I'm going to grab the light and I'm going to go over it. I find though that it doesn't blend as well. And this is shaking it, isn't it? Sorry. You just want to go over that. Okay, now you can see some of the light. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I like to do it. Okay, I just want this area highlighted right in here. So I'm going to go over with that, and I'm going to pick up the dark, and I'm just going to flick in a couple of dark marks, and then I'm going to go over it again with the light. You know what's a good thing about this? You could use two different colors. It does not pick up, it just blends it. It's not like the blender pen where it picks up the color. Now you can see just a little light color. Now, you noticed, well, let's see if you can. You notice I went a little outside the lines. I really don't mind that, but if you really do mind going outside the lines, take your color lifter and just go over it a little bit at a time. Notice that it doesn't pick up on the color lifter. I don't know what it does, but it doesn't pick up on the color lifter, but it lifts that color right off. So that's one use of the color lifter. And when it dries, it'll dry a little bit clearer. and you can go over it a couple times. Another thing that the color lifter does is it will lift the color. So it will look like you have a little bright spot there. Maybe the sun shining there. And again, look, it's not on the color lifter. The color doesn't stay there. Remember, again, you're going to click that on there. Okay, so now let's try a bigger leaf. I'm going to do this in Calypso Coral, okay? And so again, I am going to start, and I'm going to use the big one. I'm going to start, and I'm going to use the side. I'm going to start with a little light, and I just want lights coming this way, and this is going to be in the shadow. And so I'm going to lay some down here so it gets wet. And then I'm going to flick on some of the dark where I want it. And then I'm going to go back over with the light. You can just notice the highlights. And then I'm going to go and finish the rest off. And you can get a medium color. I know they used to have all three colors, but you can get the medium color by going over it with the light again. I love it. It just flows on. I compared them with the Stampin' Right markers, and of course, Stampin' Right markers you can see the strokes you leave because they dry so fast, and they don't really blend. But these also, I don't know, it goes on so much smoother. Um, I, I don't know how to explain it. You gotta try one. They just go on so smooth. So there's that. Now let's try this one. I'm going to try a little bit different. I am going to highlight these littles with the dark cherry cobbler. Okay. And then I'm going to go around those with the light cherry cobbler. So I just want them a little bit darker. I could have also did this with a different color at all. I could have used the Tempting Turquoise or the Bermuda Bay. I'm going to go up here, get the other end. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to highlight. I want to highlight some of this area a little darker. So I'm going to flick on some of the dark cherry cobbler. And then I'm going to, again, just one minute. See how good that is? I just love them. Now I want to do a card that comes from the project kit. Color Me Happy with Love. Color Me Happy. I always put love. Color Me Happy with Love. It's a great kit. You make 4 cards, and there are 4. You can make 16. There's you make 4 cards of each of 4 designs. So that's 16 cards. So here it is. What we're going to do is we're going to make this one. So I want to get out the stuff. It's all pre-cut, everything. So I am going to stamp, and to use your Stampin' Blends, you have to use Memento ink. Memento ink, it won't smear as much, but you're going to stamp it, and then you're going to let it dry for a second, or it will, I noticed it will do that. So I'm just going to let that set while I prepare the card. So what I'm going to do is, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? It comes from Stampin' Up! Just looking like that. So I'm going to just sit here, and I'm going to take, they give you washi tape, gold washi tape. And we're going to open that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. To tell you where the, well, hallelujah. I'm usually spending 10 minutes to try to get this started. And there we go. It tells you where the start is and which way it goes. Well, you can tell that I'm not a washi tape fan. I hate washi tape. Okay, why is this not coming up now? I love that portion. Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, there. And I love now that on the washi tape that they have, once you get it started, they have a little edge on it, because this first part just usually rips right off. Okay. Up there, see. So I'm going to cut that little piece off right there. Oh, I see what it is. It's not double-sided. You're going to have to take this off. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to measure this. Cut that. Let's see if they have it. Before I go too far, let's see if they have instructions on how. Stamp your card. So, oh, happy. What card is this? This is so happy for you. Color image, adhere gold tape on the diagonal so it's layered behind. Adhere short side of stamping cardstock to card base. Peel back from tape. So they want us to do this later. So what you're going to do is you're going to adhere this up here, and then you're just going to lay your tape right there. So, okay, I'll do that later. So now they have it as the pink pirouette. So let's get out the pink pirouette. Put these back. And, oh, and they're using color lifters. So I'm going to, I love this flower. I've done a lot of them. So I'm just going to do the light. No, this is the dark. Okay, so we're going to have one dark flower. Mary, you did it again. Okay, so we have one dark flower, one dark pink pirouette flower. That's okay. So now I'm going to use the light pink pirouette. And I'm going to just hit it with some of the dark and go over that. I want the dark right at the ends here. I love coloring. It's so relaxing. And then I just, and then I'm going to do it this way. I just want to highlight those ends. So what are you guys doing today? Now, I know you're going to be back at 4 o'clock today for my next one because it's going to be using ray inkers. And I'm going to show you a special little project at 7 o'clock tonight. So at 7 o'clock when you come in, I want you to have a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. I also want you to bring some glue dots and your cutter. And we're going to do a special project at 7 o'clock. 4 o'clock, we're going to do a really neat, couple of neat techniques. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to, the last one, we're going to do a really neat project. Takes maybe 20, 30 minutes to complete the project. So make sure you have your Stampin' Trimmer, some glue dots, okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color lifter and I'm going to lift off some of this color, especially so you've got like 3 different shades there. You can really see it on this, the dark one. The light one, it doesn't. You can see it really up close, but it does just give it a different shade. Okay. So I'm putting those back. I'm going to take now my glue dots. And I'm just going to do it temporarily. And where was that? Did I cut? See? Oh, there it is. Should always read. So what you're going to do is you're going to peel this back. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put this under there. Okay, lift this up. Oops, not the right place. I think I know what I'm going to do. Where's my marker? Oh, I got a pen. So where does it go to? Okay. I'll get this right yet, folks. Don't worry. Glad it's sticky enough. So, I am going to put it there and run it up to there. Yep. Well, it's not too. Okay, folks. Should have tried something else. But what I would do is I would measure and put the points on where they touch and then run them run the gold from that side to that side. Yeah, I'm gonna. There you go. Then I am going to stamp the saying. So happy for you. And I am going to use some dimensionals. Oh, I know why. There. Ha, I was wondering, I'm going way over there. I don't know what my husband's doing, but he's doing something. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to take some of the sequins. You know, in the New Occasions catalog, they have self-adhesive sequins. I've got a couple more left for folks who order pages. I'll give you a page of self-adhesive sequins that's in the the New Occasions catalog before anyone else gets them. So remember to order and I will put those in. Okay, so there's just a fun little card you can make with the Color Me Happy kit. Here's another one I had made with the two birds. I love those birds. Give me a second. The Color Me Happy kit, the stamp set on its own, the kit is $25. Well, that's the kit itself, the project kit. The cards is $25. The wood mount Color Me Happy set is $27. The Color Me Happy clear mount, which I've got, is $19. You want the bundle, the wood mount is $46.75, and the clear mount is $39.50. So, anyhow, let me change you over to see me again. So that's it for the morning one. The afternoon one, again, is at 4 o'clock, and you're going to want to come because we've got such a great a couple of things we're going to be doing, and we're going to be using re-inkers with those. So I'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Head over to the group because there's some games and stuff coming up, and I'm sure you'll enjoy all those games. So take care. Bye-bye. Have a great